Hello everyone, this is Nurse Simpson. I'm the one treating Mr. Angel. And from what I have in my notes, I'm sorry to say he is cut open the back of his head and is bleeding badly. He is concussed and has internal bleeding, and also torn his right shoulder off the bone.
Like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, and the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
He is heavily sedated and lying in a hospital bed under strict orders to not compete at DWF Mania in the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And he will also be out of action for 6 months. I apologize to all his fans. Hopefully, under my supervision, he should be back as quick as possible.
Hey, my God, enough! Can't you see I'm trying to shop in peace? Do you see a suit on me? No. That means I don't have time for questions.
We apologize, Slim. We just want to know, what is the deal with you in the mask?
What did I say? No questions. Everything will be answered next Wednesday.
Can we at least get some comments about what Angry New Yorkers came out and said?
Yeah, or the status of our Chris Angel. What's going to happen at DWF Mania?
My God, fucking parasites, a lot of you. I'll answer a couple of questions, and only a couple. Now, regarding Chris James, he needs to focus on Mercer and Chris Angel at the main event at DWF Mania, not me or what's going on in my playground. Before you rudely interrupt me again with your 1001 questions. Yes, I said Chris Angel. Yes, I said DWF Mania. I've heard what the doctors said. He's gonna be there. Split open head, torn off shoulder. Do you really think I can afford to waste the opportunity to take their main title and bring it to my company? No, we ain't gonna miss out on that opportunity. Chris Angel will be there at DWF Mania. As for all the comments online calling me the sex slave, or whatever the fuck they want to call me, yes, I was behind the mask, it was obvious at the Rumble. But again, you will find out next Wednesday. Now leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to find a recipe for this fucking lasagna.
One more question, please. Who are you facing at Jester's Mania?
You know what, I've had enough. Get these cameras and microphones away from my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Francine Finkel, the General Manager of DWF Killshot, and it comes with greatest pleasure to inform you that Chris Angel's clearance to compete at DWF Mania as of this moment is highly unlikely. To avoid further injuries so close to the biggest show of the year, I feel it is my duty to place a ban on any and all physicality between Mercer and the heavyweight champion Chris James. Any physicality will result in a match cancellation. I'm talking anything. No hitting, no touching, no kissing, no nothing. Welcome to DWF Double Impact. Enjoy the show!
Well, that's a lot to unpack, Arnie.
Are you ready?
Whoa, Cindy! Talk about a lot to unpack. What the hell is going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Arnold Armbar.
Joined by Cindy Suplex. Duh.
And Double Impact is already off to a bang. I mean, we're talking about Chris Angel potentially not showing up at DWF Mania. Looks highly unlikely.
Now, that wouldn't do much for Slim, would it?
Definitely not. JPG would not be too happy about that. But Cindy, it's the East Side Ego Trip. Keon.
I know, I'm so excited.
Keon Cotto, Blackout Champion. Chris James, of course.
I
The
hear
DWF World Heavyweight Champion.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Arnie, but we have a more important announcement to make regarding Chris James.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to son of the World Heavyweight Champion, CJ. It's his 13th birthday today, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, CJ!
Hope you enjoy the Go Home show. the show before DWF Mania. I'm sure your dad's gonna kick a lot of butt here tonight.
He's gonna kick it all for you, kid.
Keon and Chris James paying homage to D-Generation X. We've seen this before in JPG. They pay homage to many legendary tag teams.
They do like to respect their elders, you know?
Gotta love it. They threw me off guard when I heard that Are You Ready? I almost fell out of my chair.
I was like, hang on.
Exit the East Side Ego Trip, going up against both of Keon's opponents at DWF Mania. Night 1, he'll be facing Cam Witt for the Killshot TV Championship, and Night 2, in his third Blackout title defense, he'll go up against the Red Dawn, Keon Cotto.
That is those are two matches that are just hard enough alone, but, not to mention...
Cindy, both of these matches are going to be probably Keon Cotto's hardest, toughest matches that he's ever had in all of his pro wrestling career. We're talking Cam Witt, the man who defeated Chris James for the world title in NWF. He's the Killshot TV champion here. Keon Cook has been a multi-champion. Keon's going to have to bring it at Mania, absolutely, if he wants to come out with some gold.
Well, if I know my gold. Just Keon. Keon. I think he's just going to get the gold. I didn't know.
All right. Well, Keon Cotto is actually predicting that he's going to walk out with the Killshot TV Championship and the World Wrestling Championship at the end of DWF Mania, Cindy. Can you believe that?
I can.
Oh, of course you can.
Yeah, I can.
Of course you can, yeah. That would change the career of Keon forever. I don't think he can pull it off. Realistically, he's going to beat Cam, then he's going to beat Keon, and then he's going to cash in on Vetty or Tommy. It's a little far-fetched.
I don't put it past him. And here we have Q-Ron coming out, rocking the bandana.
This is their cue to get cooked. As we see him rocking his t-shirt and hat. And Keon Cook has had his eyes dead locked on Keon Cotto ever since he lost the Triple Crown Championship, it seems. For whatever reason, after he lost that title to Drao, he felt like, you know what? I'm coming straight for Keon and his Blackout title.
I think he's just a little salty. I think he just wants to know that he can have it,
Well, he's going to have to earn it, Cindy. We're talking about... although it was a lot of shenanigans and chaos at the end of Uncooked, our last episode, the main event for the Blackout title, Keon did manage to tap out Marco Vetty. That not a lot of people could say that.
That's true. Here we go, Keon and Cam starting to match off.
Cam sends Keon into the corner, belly to back, and now it's Cam Witt commanding control in the early goings of this match.
I just realized, Keon, Cam, Q-Ron, Chris. That's a mouthful.
Absolutely, that's a tongue twister. Try saying that 3 times fast, ladies and gentlemen.
Keon, Cam, Q-Ron, Chris. Keon, Cam,
You can't even say it 1 time fast.
Hey, I did it all right.
Keon Cotto caught that leg of Cam, reversing it now. This is a main event caliber match anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 of these men, main event level stars. And we have it to open the show.
A wise man once said that it's just as important how you start the show off as it is how you end it.
1000%, Cindy. Everyone knows the opener is just as important as the closer.
Right, I butchered that one, but exactly my point.
Well, that's why I'm, number 1 in commentary.
Well, I didn't say that.
And now Exit, what are they doing here? Double team! Maneuver to Cam Witt.
Double team for a double impact.
Chris James now talking trash on Cam with Keon looking on from the outside.
Keon looked a little annoyed there. He doesn't like how this match is going this far.
And now hooking the leg is Chris James, our heavyweight champion. And we also know, Cindy, that Chris James will be facing Keon Cook at JPG Mania for their World Heavyweight Championship.
These men just can't get enough of each other, can they?
They just can't seem to, Cindy. I mean, these are the prime stars in pro wrestling, the top of the food chain. And that's where you're going to see the top wrestlers in pro wrestling today. It's going to be in the DWF. It's going to be in JPG and AAW, quite honestly. Keon Cook, the heavyweight champion of JPG. Chris James, obviously, our heavyweight champion. Keon Cook never able to defeat Chris James, though, Cindy.
Now, do you think that, in a tag team setting, it might be more possible for him to pull that off?
Well, yeah, for sure. Much more, tons of variables, right? More so than a singles match. But I don't think that would be satisfying enough for Keon. I think Keon at this point, and
Look at the
Keon,
leg.
to put it away.
Larry counting very slowly.
Nah, we're not. I'm not. It's too early to get into Larry. But Keon Cook definitely wants the W at JPG Mania. Oh,
Cam, straight to those unforgiving bricks.
and now it is East Side Ego Trip with the underhanded tactics. Gang-like mentality now, just jumping Keon, taking advantage of Cam. But these two, I mean, they're best friends, Cindy. They call each other brothers. And it's apparent. They're working like a well-oiled machine. We know that Keon and Cam used to be a tag team, but they don't like each other so much anymore.
I mean, they have to like each other for this match at least if they plan to get anywhere, especially against Keon and Chris. I mean, come on.
Keon looking for a receipt on Chris James, but Keon was there to answer immediately. Just like I said, these guys are running like a well-oiled machine.
Now, for such a well-oiled machine, I gotta ask you, which one of them is Triple H and which one is Shawn Michaels?
Well, Cindy, I mean, Keon's wearing the HBK tights.
Okay, alright, you know what,
Chris
you got
James
me
and the
there.
Triple H.
You see, you pay more attention to detail, and that's why I like you.
Keon Cook with a devastating knee to Keon's face. And now Keon Cook starting to build up steam for his team. Talking trash. Might cost him. He's going to roll him up.
Fruit roll-up.
Not enough there. Cam is begging for the tag, but Keon's not going to have any parts of it.
Down to those bricks again.
What a message would it be for Keon to send to these men to score the pinfall.
What is Keon doing? Oh my God, he's got his arms pulled back and he's pummeling him in the head.
More elbow shots to the back of the head. That could cause a concussion.
It could.
It's obvious Keon is not interested in having Keon Cotto at 100% before Mania.
Look at the leg once again.
Not enough. Keon with the shoulder up.
Ooh.
Keon, looking for a clothesline.
How many times has Can been thrown down to the floor? I think I just called him Can.
Cam keeps getting... Oh, no. Now it's back to Chris James and Cam Witt. We know the history. We know these men. Do not like each other one bit, Cindy.
They don't.
I'd argue they like each other even less than Keon and Cam do at this point.
I think they like each other less than you and Keon like each other. Too much.
Speaking of not liking Keon, Cam Witt now. And Larry doesn't give a damn.
6, 7, 8, 9, and a walloping 10. But Chris takes advantage.
Didn't see that one coming, Cam Witt. Filled to capacity, sold out as usual. DWF Mania sold out as well. And Cam's gonna have to watch his moneymaker before night one. Chris James now just stomping away at the chest. Left elbow to the cranium.
Is the cranium the whole head, or is it just a part of the head?
I don't know, Cindy. Do I look like a scientist, or do I look like a commentator, a play-by-play analyst?
I think you look more like a scientist than a commentator.
Ooh. Well, thank you, but I have no idea. I just know it's part of his head. Chris James slams Cam Wood into his own corner. Now that's some disrespect.
Not nice. No.
Oh wait, what is Cam thinking here? Looking to put him away. Pop up. No.
Oh, he reverses it.
That's that veteran mindset of Chris James, knowing where he is at all times in the ring.
Cam goes backwards and down and up and down and backwards once again. You know, I'm going to learn these terms one day, folks, but till then, you know, you're just going to get a word-by-word description of what is going on.
Chris James looking for the victory.
1, 2. Not quite though.
About a 2.5 Eastside Ego trip, commanding most of this match, which you can't blame, right? I mean, they are the Jester's Playground Tag Team Champions. Like I said, they've been doing their reps. But look at this, Cindy.
What in the heck?
Leg drop.
Another hook of the heckin' leg.
Somehow Cam Witt is still fighting. I mean, we've seen the heart of Cam Witt time and time again.
Cam Witt and Keon have a hook in each other's spirits and remembering what it's like to be tag team partners. And I think they're making it work.
Cindy, but you hear that music? That's Mercer's music.
What? Wait.
From AAW. Definitely not scheduled to be here tonight.
Mercer, this isn't.
We heard the general manager. We heard Francine loud and clear. She said no, absolutely no physical contact between Chris James and Mercer.
I don't think he really cares, Arnie.
Well, obviously not, as he rises up from the Netherlands. I don't even from the basement.
Probably the basement, yeah.
The catalyst.
I didn't know we had a trap door there, Arnie. Anyways, continue.
The
catalyst
of AAW is here, interrupting this opening tag team match. One of the most must-see tag team matches we have ever had here in the DWF. And what is Mercer planning here?
He's probably planning to touch Chris James.
Well, if he does that, then the match gets thrown out.
Well, that's exactly that's why.
Are you trying to tell me that Mercer is here, the catalyst of AEW is here to throw out the match because he's afraid of Chris James?
No, not because he's afraid, but like because just to frick with him a little, you know? Probably.
Well, I guess it remains to be seen. He's on the apron.
Oh, he is taunting.
Talking trash to Keon. Look at Cam.
Giving it to Cam.
He's gonna steal it.
Oh, but not quite.
Mercer cheering Cam and Keon on the outside. Cam sends Keon to the ropes.
Down.
Pop a power bomb.
Hook
It's
of
over.
The leg. Oh, but Chris is not having any of it.
And he knocked out Larry on that exchange. And it's chaos now. Larry's down.
It's always something with Larry. Come on, man.
Chris James sending Keon outside. Cam Witt sending Chris James outside.
No, I don't like that. Chris and Mercer are both outside the ring at the same time. That's too dangerous.
We're going to have to keep an eye on them for sure. And while Larry's down, Cam's got to be careful of Keon. You know he keeps those brass knucks in his tights. We don't want him cheating. Larry getting up though. I don't think Keon had time to pull anything shifty there. Oh, what is he looking for here? Oh!
Whatever he looked for, he did not find it.
Ron Cook coming to Cam Witt's aid. And now it's just everyone is all over the ring, Cindy. Oh!
It is a free-for-all. Larry is back up and running.
Keon now sending Cam Witt back inside. Mercer's still looking on.
He's just trying to bait Chris James into touching him.
Wait a minute. Oh! Stunner!
Could this be?
Is it over, Cindy? For the victory!
And a 3! Keon takes it home! Despite Mercer's appearance, Eastside Ego Trip takes it.
And I can't believe it, Cindy. All of this chaos to open the show. And Mercer's still out here. I hope he doesn't think about getting in the ring. We know Chris James got a hot head.
We do, but Chris James was thinking about his son this whole time during the whole match. He knew, I have to win this for CJ.
And they sure did. They pulled it off. What is this now?
What does he think he's doing?
I don't know. I don't like the looks of this. Looking at Keon. Looking at Chris James.
Where isn't he looking?
Oh! Oh!
Gee, oh my god, no.
He just dropped Keon and Chris James beside himself, just screaming at Mercer.
He's not having it, but he can't touch him, Arnie. He can't touch him.
Oh, did he touch him?
No.
I think he touched him.
I think he touched him too. Well, wait, maybe
Francine,
not, though.
disqualify him.
He kind of, he maybe grazed his
Since I
earlobe.
signed to this pathetic company, everyone been trying to come for me. The CEO, and especially the worst GM I ever met, Akira. Suspending me for nothing, not once, but twice, putting me in matches that could have ended my career. But little do she knows, Akira, you really thought they were rude? You're going to pick someone of your choosing? When I saw the text from rude, I told him to pick me. And let's chop the system. And whatever plan you got for me, just know I'm always 10 steps ahead of you.
Did you forget about me? I haven't forgotten you. I have been watching, waiting, pulling the strings of all of you so-called professional wrestlers while you've been none the wiser. Winding you up and setting you off like little toy soldiers. And what good soldiers you've all been. All but one soldier. Mike Storm, a rebel, a man who beats to his own drum, a quality that most would admire, but makes me sick. And what do you do with a rebel soldier? What do you do when one of your own goes rogue and refuses to fall in line? You take matters into your own hands. You make an example out of that soldier, and you execute him in front of the entire army, in front of all the nation, so they know once and for all never to cross Akira, the ruler of the Degenerate Wrestling Federation. Mr. Cashman may be hospitalized thanks to Mr. Reed. A blow that I'm sure you thought would hurt me. Oh, how wrong you are. Because now, I am in full control. See you boys at DWF Mania.
Cindy, DWF Mania is around the corner. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. It's literally like so close, and we have terrifying people coming, including Akira.
It's pretty much Akira versus Mike Storm and David Rude at this point. Let's be honest.
I mean, but she's not gonna fight them. Like she doesn't fight. Like she's a woman.
She's got a representative.
I guess.
But on his way to the ring, Cindy, we have our Triple Crown champion Ed Drao, who was viciously attacked on Uncooked by one RJ Bombshell.
Not cool.
And Ed Drao has an open mic, and I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. I'm sure he's in a foul mood.
Recently on Uncooked, I was meant to come out here to further address who would be facing me at DWF Mania for my title. Now, before we get to that, I was attacked by someone attempting to make a name for himself. So you know what? Bombshell, come on out to the ring and let's talk.
He's calling out Bombshell to the ring, Cindy. I don't know if that's a wise choice.
Definitely not.
We have seen what Bombshell can do. I mean, he has squashed and run through I mean, a good chunk of this roster ever since he's debuted.
You know, I don't think he really runs and squashes as much as he throws a bomb and like explodes the bomb, and there's bomb shells everywhere.
You know what, Sim? That's probably where he got the name.
Oh my god!
You know, you might be onto something. This is why I married this woman, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Cindy
Arnie.
Suplex. But Bombshell in a foul mood, at least it looks like. And we know he wants gold. That's what he's been saying.
He looks like he smelled something bad.
Before you try and spew whatever you have up in that head of yours, I would like to congratulate you. Congratulate you on finally being the first oversized freeloader to have any sort of bite behind their words. However, you came to Uncooked looking for competition, right? Although, at DWF Mania, I want you to come with an offensive plan better than some low-tier Keon Cook attack style, because the scars on my fucking arms have done more damage to my life compared to what the big baby of Philly could do.
Oh my goodness!
Big baby?
Not even a verbal response from RJ. Oh, but look! Draco's got some fight in him, Cindy.
Definitely.
And it is breaking down here. We might have to get security out here. Draco picking that Triple Crown title up.
Oh, but no, that's not meant to be used as a weapon.
Rolling out of the ring. And now he's getting the hell out of here, Cindy, just like that. Tells him off and drops him.
Called him a baby, and now he leaves like he's neglecting his own child.
And we're gonna see these two men lock up at DWF Mania. Bombshell wants more. He wants a fight.
Is Draco gonna give it to him? Guess not.
Oh, but up next, Cindy, for the first time ever, we have the JPG British World Championship on the line here in the DWF. It's an open challenge.
For the first time ever?
For the first time in history. We're history makers here in the DWF. That's just what we do.
Wow.
But we got Slim GK with an open challenge. Now I'm talking this could be anybody.
Now, I know we're talking about the possible challengers, but you gotta remind me later, Arnie, for my own reference, did he ever find a recipe for that lasagna?
I don't know if he did. We're gonna have to see him backstage at catering, because if he did, I could go for some lasagna.
I know, I love to bake. I love lasagna. I mean, come on, I need Slim's recipe. Like, give me a break.
Plus, half the time, by the end of the show, we go back to catering. The wrestlers have already eaten everything. Not like they leave anything for poor old Arnie and Cindy.
Oh no, because we're just the commentators.
Yeah, who cares about us?
We don't eat food. But I'll make us some lasagna when we get home. It's probably just not as good as Slim's. But anyway.
We digress. Slim GK, as we know, Cindy, is set to face Kid Psycho and Evan Styles in a triple threat last man elimination match.
Well, dang.
And that's going to be one hell of a match. And it's going to be for this belt. That is, if he can hold on to it tonight.
I mean, he's holding it in a very different place than usual, so maybe that'll give him an advantage to holding on to it. It's on his neck.
The element of surprise could go a long way.
He thinks outside the box.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen JPG. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting for. The most dangerous pro wrestling show in the UK. Owned by this man, the Jester of Caw. And he's taking on two clowns from the DWF at Mania.
He thinks outside of the box. He's like a jack out of the box.
He's a jack out of the box. Jack of all trades. He could run a company. He could wrestle. And he is looking for Chris Angel to come home with the World Heavyweight Championship at Mania. If he can compete.
Does no one understand what I have to go through on a daily basis? Does no one want to put themselves in my shoes? It doesn't matter where I go. To my house, to the supermarket, to the playground, Also here in DWF, there's always cameras flashing and microphones getting stuck in my face. Slim, what's happening with Chris Angel? Slim, what's happening at DWF Mania now that Angel's injured? Slim, who are you going to defend your British Heavyweight Championship against at Jester's Mania? Slim, why were you behind the mask? Give me a break. You want answers? Wednesday the 29th, this month, you can find them at the playground. I've already given you an answer about Angel. Like I said, he will be here at DWF Mania. Make sure to not miss that either, because many questions will be answered there. I thought it was bad with the paparazzi in my face every single day. Now I gotta stand before all of you morons to explain myself, to perform for you. Virgins, critics, all of you in attendance, and all of you watching at home across the globe have no right to criticize me or anyone else on what we do in this ring. You simply pay and watch and shut your mouths, exactly what you're doing right now, with a fries in one hand and a soda in the other. Keep it that way before someone like me will make your childhood dream come true, but will make it end in a flash. Now, let me address why I'm here tonight at Double Impact. I have an open challenge for my new British Heavyweight Championship. To all you bums in the back, to all you fat bastards in the crowd, to all the legends who don't know when to quit, when to stop. If you think you can have a crack at me, the Jester of Core, then come on out here and let's see what you're made of.
Powerful words by the British Heavyweight Champion. Who's gonna answer the open challenge?
It could really be anybody, Arnie.
Oh, it's Razer Smoke!
No way!
Son of Tenacious Smoke and the first ever World Wrestling Champion of the DWF. Razer Smoke is back!
We haven't seen this guy in a minute, but he's here. He is not turning down this challenge. Not before Mania.
Absolutely. Could Razer Smoke potentially walk in to Mania with a title? I mean, he could walk into JPG Mania with the title because technically we don't own this belt, right, Cindy? So
I don't, yeah.
I definitely don't.
I don't think anyone, I don't know.
And also, Cindy, something I don't want to skip over. Did you hear Slim? He said that Chris Angel will be at Mania, although I have been told by many, many, many people that that is not going to happen.
You know, anything is possible. I mean, despite what you may have been told, if he says that he's going to show up, I think he would know better than anybody knows who his enemies are, right? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, better than the general manager, better than the doctors. I mean, you know what I think, Cindy? I think Slim just doesn't want the JPG hype to die down before Mania. He's like, yeah, don't worry, JPG will be there. But I really don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he might just be using this all for some clout, but I mean, it's working. I mean, I'm interested.
I definitely want to see what's going to happen. Interestingly enough, Slim is the one who took out Chris Angel.
Right.
I mean, he was in his alter ego, Striggs, for those of you who do not know, although I'm sure many of you do, but nonetheless, Chris Angel is highly doubtful for Mania.
I mean, I guess the only person that would know the extent of Chris Angel's injuries more than Chris Angel himself is Slim, the guy who gave it to him. He knows how bad he...
Well, Cindy, I mean, I think you're a little bit of a wishful thinker, but hey, we'll see what happens.
I am a dreamer.
As of now, we're looking at Mercer versus any one-on-one, but right now we have Razer Smoke with a return against Slim GK for the British heavyweight title of JPG.
Razer Smoke thinks he's gonna come in here after how many months and take that British what is it? British television
British
title?
heavyweight. British heavyweight.
British heavyweight title.
He really thinks he's gonna come in here and take that?
He thinks that. I mean, I get he must. Otherwise, why the hell is he here?
I mean, he is a former World Wrestling Champion. Look at this exchange here. Slim just lays him out, hooking his leg center.
He can't take him that easy. I mean, come on. He's Tenacious Smoke's son, for crying out loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Double Impact, Episode 2. We are sold out as per usual. And this is the last show, the last stop, the go-home show before DWF Mania. The biggest two-night extravaganza in DWF history.
I am so hyped for that show. It's going to be even better than this one, can you believe it?
Even better than all the other shows we've had.
Combined.
It seems like every show gets better.
And that's why Razer Smoke wants to insert himself here into this match right before the biggest event in all of CAW history.
And I gotta applaud Slim GK. I mean, he's got guts, Cindy. I mean, he's putting his British heavyweight title on the line the final night before DWF Mania. I mean, he's set to defend that title against Kid Psycho and Evan Styles.
It's true. I gotta give him props to that too. He's fearless, and I mean that's evident by the amount of tattoos he's got covering every inch of his body. I mean, come on, elbow bone, that's gotta hurt.
Absolutely. I mean, look at that neck tat.
Yeah. I've never gotten a neck tat, but I can imagine that it hurts to get one.
Razer Smoke not looking too good anymore. Look at this, Cindy!
Oh!
And he's got him! It's over, retaining!
Is it? It's not.
Had me fooled. And now it's Slim to the top rope. Razer Smoke. Oh!
Oh, a miss.
Veteran thinking by Razer. You gotta remember, former World Wrestling Champion. He knows what he's doing in that ring.
He's been in this business probably since the day he was born.
In diapers. I'm sure Tenacious had him in the ring when he was a toddler.
I don't know if I would want to fight a guy in a diaper. Like, you don't know what's going to spill out of there. 2, but not quite.
Razer Smoke and Slim GK, a matchup I never thought I'd see here in the DWF.
I definitely, if I had a person...
Oh no, this is it, Cindy.
Tap.
He's gonna have to tap, there's nowhere to go.
Is he gonna have to? I don't know. Will he?
To retain the British heavyweight title of the Jester's Playground.
You can't let someone that's not British win the title, the British title.
Oh, wait a minute, Razer had an answer for it.
Oh.
Kick to the gut. Sends him to the ropes. Oh my goodness. Just like that, Razer with momentum back on his side. Again to that arm.
The tattooed elbow is going to be hurting real bad.
Third stomp targeting that left arm.
Ooh.
Razer Smoke looks a little desperate to me, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he doesn't know how to keep this man down, so he's just pummeling him.
Yeah, just kicking him in random. He's like, what if I kick him in the back or the head?
Nothing fancy about these maneuvers.
No, sir.
I know the Smoke family to be definitely rugged competitors here.
They are not fancy family by any means. They are your everyman, They're here. They're all American, all the more reason why it would be really taboo for him to win the British Heavyweight Championship.
Especially, in the DWF, where we know the owner, Mr. Cashman, who is still in the hospital, by the way. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Cashman doesn't like the Smokes. We know.
Oh, and he taps. Razer Smoke taps.
Razer Smoke taps out and Slim retains. We know Cashman's smiling about that from the hospital bed.
Failure for all of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, and still JPG, British Heavyweight Champion, Slim GK. And look at this. Insult to injury.
He's choking. Unnecessary violence. You already won, bro.
Looks familiar. Looks like what he did to Chris Angel, the man that he claims will still show up at Mania.
Guess we'll see.
Look at him. He's like, you'll be alright. You'll be okay.
He's like, it's okay.
Rub some dirt on it, Razer. This is Mania season. And ladies and gentlemen, I have it on good authority that up next we are going to reveal the host of DWF Mania.
Oh my god.
That's right, motherfucker.
It's me, Tammy Orndorff, your hostess with the mostest. And if you're ready to bring some sex appeal back to the DWF, I am your woman, the host of Night 1 and Night 2. DWF Mania is gonna be the biggest show in all of DWF, all of pro wrestling, all of core history. Hey Larry, give me a call. And for all of you single wrestlers out there, make sure to catch my number before you head back to the locker room. Or maybe while you're in the locker room, give me a ring. Either way, Tammy Orndorff is back, bitches. And you're lucky I'm not getting in the ring, because I'd be winning a world title. And I got a surprise of my own for all of you motherfuckers at DWF Mania. Make sure to put the kiddies to bed, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my God, Cindy.
Tammy Orndorff is back?
Did you see her shirt? Was she kneeling on the dirty bathroom floor?
Did Larry come out of the bathroom stall with her? Did we both see that?
I think we just witnessed a sexual assault live. I think that Larry... You see how he was sprinting out of that bathroom?
I don't know. It seemed fully consensual to me, but I mean, I can't judge that just from one look at him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, host of DWF Mania, Tammy Orndorff, best friend of Francine Finkel, GM of Killshot. But it's main event time, Cindy, and we got the World Wrestling Champion Marco Vetti making his way to the ring.
Marco Vetti on his way to the ring. I just want to make sure everybody knows they can call Tammy if you're feeling lonely.
Yeah, you give her a ring. Sure. Sure the line's open.
Marco Vetti on his way to the ring. Now, that is a man that does not look like traumatized from a bathroom stall with Tammy Orndorff.
Definitely not. A man that is, for lack of a better phrase, Cindy, pissed off. I mean, he takes Tommy War, the #1 contender, under his wing when he's at a rough spot in his career. And what does Tommy do? After they win the tag titles, they form a brotherhood friendship. Or at least it seems that way. He turns on Vetti at Hell Games mid-match, cost them the title.
Yeah, not cool.
Tommy War thinks his shit don't stink anymore. He thinks that he could take on the Cruel King and dethrone him at Mania.
Maybe he's right. Maybe Vetti taught him well enough how to be cruel. And maybe he's going to use Vetti's own lessons against him.
Tommy definitely showing some cruelty. Definitely showing a darker side. A side that we have not seen from Tommy Ward. Former TV champion, former uncooked tag team champion. Will he be future World Wrestling Champion?
Now, I don't know the answer to that question, but I do know that whether or not Vetti still feels that fatherly affection for Tommy, he's gonna have to become the Cruel King once again.
He's gonna have to dig down deep. Another man that's gonna have to dig deep is this man, Kyle Richardson. As he faces Justin Massacre, a man that he knows way too well. They have had history in CSW for the Digital Media Championship, which will be on the line at Mania, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
We get a little taste, a little preview tonight, because it's Vetti and Kairu versus their worst enemies, Justin Massacre and Tommy Ward.
Enemies versus enemies.
I can't think of a better way for the go-home show to end, for DWF Mania to go off. Or to start off, I should say.
Start off, yeah. This is. We're not at Mania yet, as much as you might want it to be, Arnie.
I just can't wait, Sid. I have no patience. I can't wait. I want Mania to be yesterday.
Mania, you're gonna have to wait. What's it called? Rome wasn't built in a day.
DWF was definitely not built in a day. And Justin Massacre with a look of confidence and determination on his face. He just dropped the Killshot TV title to Cam Witt. And he's looking to get some gold back around his waist against a man that he's faced many, many times in his career.
Who hasn't Justin Massacre feuded with at this point? We had Cam Witt. Now we got Kairu.
Kairu. Cindy, not to mention, this man Justin Massacre has been a pro wrestler for years. I mean, years. Longer than Keon Cook, this man has been in the game. I mean, he has a resume that I can't. We'd be here until next year's Mania if I was to list it off.
I'd be like, you're hired. You know, we don't need to read the whole resume, which is why he's here.
That's exactly why he's here. Looking to take Kairu and Marco Vetti down a peg. Just days, just weeks, moments before DWF Mania.
Wow. And who do we have here? None other than
the #1 contender. The man who won the first ever DWF over the top match. 30 men. He outlasted. And we all thought he was going to cash in his ticket. We all thought he was going to be going after the Angry New Yorker Chris James, the World Heavyweight Champion, trying to redeem himself for losing that best of 7 months and months ago to Chris James. But no, he pulled the wool over Marco Vetti and all of our eyes. And he went after the man closest to his heart, closest to home. The father figure, Marco Vetti.
the man who had a soft spot for only one, and that was Tommy. And he used that one soft spot against the crack in the wall, the weak link.
Now, Cindy, my question here is that soft spot gone? Is Marco Vetti's head in the game? And if it's not, he needs to get it together, because this is the last stop before Mania. Does he still have a soft spot for Tommy? Does he still look at him as his protege, as a son that he never had?
I mean, we gotta bring it back to High School Musical, where Troy Bolton had to choose between sports and songs.
I can't believe you just said that.
I mean, come on, it's the same thing. Tommy is a song, it's a soft spot, and basketball is the Cruel King.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Cruel King better choose to be the Cruel King at Mania, as he starts off against Justin Massacre. Look at this!
Oh, backward drop onto the back.
Not wasting any time. He got turned on by Tommy and tapped out by Keon. He has got to be in a bad mood. I was avoiding him backstage earlier tonight, Cindy.
What for, huh?
He's got to be pissed off. This man has not had the best of luck, and look at him hammering away at Justin. I mean, he's obviously livid.
I mean, he's got, like we said, he's got some soft spots. I'm sure he'd soften up for old little Arnie.
Oh no, he is looking to beat the holy hell out of Tommy War at Mania, and he'll take practice on Arnie. But look at this, tag to Kairu. What are they thinking here? Look at this!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness! An assisted superplex.
That is a lot of suplex to the mat permanently.
Justin, though, managing to tag in Tommy while Kyle is celebrating on the top rope. Vetti taking a lot of risks lately, Cindy. And we know his age. I mean, no disrespect. We know his history of concussion. Look how quickly Tommy tagged out.
Ooh.
Little Mania preview here. Kairu and Justin Massacre in the ring.
They want to give you a taste of the violence that's yet to come.
We saw Tommy tagging out quickly, probably by design. Probably Tommy War wants to save his energy for Mania. And if he's been hanging out with Marco Vetti, I'm sure he's got that cerebral instinct to think ahead, to save his body for the biggest show of the year.
Maybe. But it doesn't seem like Marco Vetti is doing that, so if he really learned from him, maybe he'd be in the ring, you know? Maybe he didn't learn.
Oh! Cruelty by Vetti! Could it be over already? Bars.
No, Not a chance.
Cindy, that's a good point, you know. Oh, look at Kairu now. Cindy, that's a good point. Marco Vetti is not taking caution with his body. He's actually taking more risks than ever these past few episodes. And, you know, I wonder, is that because of the doubters, the naysayers? Is he having a midlife crisis, for goodness sake?
Could be all of the above. It could even just be down to the simple fact that he's the cool king, and he's cruel to everyone, not immune to himself. He's cruel to his own body. He comes out here, he abuses himself. But for our entertainment.
For our entertainment and for the W.
Look at the leg.
Massacre.
No.
And that's the thing about tag team match wrestling, Cindy. You can't just worry about your opponent, your immediate opponent. It's their partner as well. They come in, they break up the pin, all these variables and factors. Not to mention that Larry sucks. Oh my goodness, I'm being a ref.
Larry's hooking up with Tammy. It goes without saying, Larry sucks.
Larry's sucking something. Justin Massacre, though, in control here on the outside. He doesn't want to keep Vetti out here for too long, though. Is he okay with winning by countout? He's tagging in Tommy.
No way.
And Cindy, for the first time ever, we're going to see... Oh! For the first time in pro wrestling history, we get to see Tommy War and Marco Vetti facing off.
Oh, gosh. But not the last time.
Definitely not the last time. They have a date for the World Wrestling title at DWF Mania.
Now, is one of them going to injure the other one to a point where they have an advantage at Mania?
Well, I'll tell you what, Cindy. Tommy War seems a lot more cerebral, a lot more opportunistic and tactful. I think if anyone's going to try to take some kind of advantage, it's going to be Tommy at this point. Vetti seems to be wearing his heart on his sleeve.
Absolutely.
He's throwing balls to the walls here, giving Tommy everything he's got.
Is Tommy getting overzealous with his tactics here?
Oh!
Has he Oh, hang on, look at the leg.
Is it over?
Well, that would be a quick one.
At the last millisecond, Marco Vetti with a save. I don't know that Tommy's getting overzealous. I have never seen Tommy more focused, more calculated. I mean, think back to his early days in DWF for the TV title matches against Chris James, where he seemed unsure of himself, where he would hesitate before he would make moves in the ring.
Oh, for sure. For sure progress has been made. But my point is, Tommy is half the age of Marco Vetti. How many lessons could he really have learned within the span of a couple months from this veteran?
Look at the leg by Massacre.
Oh, Massacre.
Kairu.
I keep thinking Kiru. I don't know why that is.
Massacre measuring Kairu, however. I don't want to ignore that question, though, Cindy. Remind me one more time.
What the question was, Arnie?
Look at Kairu!
Oh.
Well, Cindy,
to answer
your question, I don't know that. I don't know that the time spent with Marco Vetti would outweigh the father time, the wear and tear on Marco Vetti's body. I mean, is it really about how the lessons he's learned, or is it about Marco Vetti is an aged veteran and Tommy's in the prime of his career?
I mean, you can't put a price on wisdom, though, Arnie.
It's going to be wisdom versus youth, I guess, at DWF Mania at this point.
Right.
And Marco Vetti on fire right now, taking the fight to Massacre. Massacre with blood running down his face, but still fighting.
Yeesh.
Oh! Drop kick to the side of the head.
Massacre has earned himself a name here in the DWF. He's been here from almost the very beginning. Probably even longer than Vetti himself.
I believe so, Cindy. A glorified OG here in the DWF. And we got to be getting to the ending moments of this matchup. I mean, you could feel it in the air. These men are bleeding, they're sweating, they're tired. And the crowd is on their feet as Massacre ascends to the top.
Oh, Daddy, don't get up. You know what he's gonna do when you get up.
Oh! Double axe handle, and Vetti's really got to protect that head. It's over. It's over for Vetti.
Tommy's coming up. You see, Cairo comes in, breaks it up.
And now he's taking it to Tommy on the outside. Chaos in our main event. Tommy finds a way out. And look at Massacre. No respect for the Cool King.
No, sir. And I mean, at least they're taking this whole tag team thing seriously. You don't just have the personal feuds coming out right now. It's about the teams. And I respect that from both sides.
Absolutely, Cindy. Massacre and War on top right now.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, but just like that, Vetti with the reversal.
Oh, man, and Vetti's going to town on Massacre. He's really coming through for his tag team partner.
Will these men even... Oh! Cruelty!
He wants
to Massacre!
Oh, but not quite.
Tommy War. And look at Vetti now. Had enough of Tommy. Sends him to the outside.
Says, get out of here. I'm done with you. Because this is...
Vetti.
You go, Arnie. You go.
Vetti's pacing back and forth. I mean, he's looking to put Massacre away here and secure the W for this main event.
And he very well might. And what I was going to say before was just that it's not even personal anymore. This is about wrestling at this point. It's not about what you feel for that one person in the match who you've got beef with. This is about winning the goddamn match.
Oh! And what a super kick. Vetti absolutely flattened after that one. And Massacre's got this in the bag here, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Knee to the nuts.
Cairo saving that. Tommy War taking exception, sends Cairo out.
What a delicate dance we are witnessing. We've got people getting the shit kicked out of them, and then getting their legs hooked, and then people jumping in at just the right moment, and then again we go in that cycle, that vicious cycle.
Anyone's match here. Vetti got out of the way just in time.
Just in Massacre time.
Looking to take his arm out of the socket, and I don't see either of their partners on the apron.
They must be fighting their own fight.
Vetti! An armbar!
Arnold!
He's gonna close out the last show!
That would have been cool though, Arnie. They were trying to shout you out.
Tommy doesn't like me, that's why. Tommy never liked Arnie armbar.
No, he didn't. Wait, I thought he didn't like me. He liked you.
Everybody likes you, Cindy. Nobody likes me. Marco Vetti.
I like
springboard kick to the head.
God. Oh, but not quite. You see, every single attempt at a pin tonight is getting broken up, and that's because these are team players. Every single man you see here tonight is a team player.
Absolutely,
Cindy.
Cindy.
They just don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, who would want to close out the main event of Double Impact, the go-home show before DWF Mania with an L? I mean, even if these guys don't like each other, they're going to work together to get that W. Best believe.
And the thing is, they don't like... It's not that they don't like their own team partner. It's they don't like someone on the other team. But they'll still take every opportunity to get the person on the other team that isn't even the one they hate. You know, this is not about hatred. This is a story of teamwork tonight.
It's bragging rights, Cindy. It's about ego. Oh! Is this what we're gonna see at Mania?
Tommy on Vetti, and no sir. You see those teammates, they keep coming in and they break it up.
Cindy, they're gonna have to get creative here. I mean, at this point, it's rinse repeat. Vetti with the reversal on that finisher. Just showing Tommy War, don't think so fast, young man. I've been in this game for a long time.
And he has.
Cairo got him up on his shoulders.
Ooh. Now this looks like... No, but I was wrong.
This is what I'm saying. They gotta get creative. Knock the partner off the apron. Do something.
But they already did that, Arnie. That didn't do anything.
Something's got to give here, ladies and gentlemen. Kairu again.
Another.
And Massacre once again breaking up the pin.
They need to all just run around the ring like 5 times, expel some energy, and then we can speed up to the victors here.
This is why I like tornado tag matches. No tagging in, just all 4 men at all times.
This is an endurance match, people.
Absolutely, but Cindy, the wear and tear, everybody's tired. Wait a minute!
Whoa.
Looking for the cruelty!
But
Tommy reversed the cruelty on Marco Vetti. Now, Cindy, that is one hell of a statement to make.
He learned from him. He knew when Vetti would go for the cruelty.
I can't believe it. Does Tommy War have Marco Vetti's number? Is Tommy War poised and positioned to become our new World Wrestling Champion at DWF Mania?
But he's tagging in Justin Massacre. He wants to give him the win.
Now, Massacre!
Oh, man. He's going for it.
It's got to be over unless Kairu...
Is he gonna?
Yep.
And he did, though.
As we've seen before.
You know, it's just teammates coming in time after time. What are they? All 4 of them need to get hip to this. I mean, come on. This is we're in a pattern.
Kairu is looking for that tag. Massacre. Oh, no. Oh, a DDT onto the apron.
Jeez. Tommy and Vetti squaring up.
Oh, my goodness. And Vetti has had enough of Tommy War. A receipt.
Oh, God.
He gives a DDT of his own on the other side of the ring.
Other side.
Oh! Uppercut by Vetti. Is Vetti looking to close this match right here? Massacre!
He's looking for that.
Massacre rolls him
I
up.
don't see any teammates. Oh my God!
Justin Massacre rolls up Vetti for the 1-2-3.
Justin Massacre took out Vetti. That's what I'm saying. It didn't even have to be Tommy. It wasn't about the feuds. It was Justin took this home for his team.
And Tommy War and Justin Massacre with extreme momentum walking into DWF Mania.
Yes.
Is this what we're going to be seeing on the grandest stage in pro wrestling history, Cindy?
I'd say yeah if I had to guess, if not even more intense energy flowing through their veins.
And look at Kairu, the good-hearted soul of Kairu. Oh! Massacre with a chair to Kairu.
Now this is completely unnecessary.
It's too much.
You guys already won.
Insult to injury here from War and Massacre. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you at Mania.